Hello and welcome to P3's first presentation on packaging sustainability. I'm Patrick, master recycler and owner of P3. In order to analyze different packaging options, sustainability experts turn to a life cycle assessment. A life cycle assessment is defined by the Rochester Institute of Technology as a systemic analysis of environmental impact over the course of the entire life cycle of the product, material, or process. This infographic is a great visual of the entire life cycle of packaging in our market today. Raw materials are extracted from the earth and have impacts at every stage of manufacturing, distribution, use, and end of life. Life cycle assessments take into account many environmental impacts like toxics, water contamination, water use, climate change, and more. The problem in general is we need packaging. Products are consumed, processed, and shipped in portions and must be kept fresh. Packaging is required by law and, in some cases, mandated to be of certain standards, requiring more and more stuff. It's just part of life. Packaging in cannabis is no different, playing a key role in consumer compliance as well as wholesale transport and delivery. There are many options for flower packaging in retail. However, in wholesale, almost all packaging is done in Mylar bags. What can we do to reduce our impact? Many of us already recycle our cannabis packaging through P3 and our local member recycler. What a great step in the right direction. However, is recycling the answer? This study from the Oregon DEQ looked at impacts of water bottles based on recycling rates. We can see from this data that even when we double the recycling rate, the reduction of impact is not significant. Don't misunderstand. P3 is a huge advocate for recycling. Each individual act can help save the world, and we are pioneers in recycling and reuse in cannabis. Let's take a look at this from another angle. The DEQ did some work for us and consulted historical data on life cycle impacts. These graphs, like the one you see here, are a comparison of those impacts. On the right-hand side in green are where the comparisons had a positive impact. On the left in red are the negative. We can see from this graph that choosing recyclability is a big positive in some cases, but can also have a negative impact. Many industry honchos and workers alike have heard of biodegradable or compostable packaging options. The greener side of all of us hears these words and thinks a solution has been found. However, when we compare historical data about choosing compostable versus non-compostable packaging like in this graph, we see a huge negative impact on global warming, and at best a 50-50 split in all other categories. Further research into compostable food serviceware is even worse, showing a huge negative impact in all comparisons across all categories. Compostable and biodegradable packaging sound great in theory. However, these products are a menace to our municipal systems. This letter is from the Commercial Composters of Oregon and speaks out against compostable packaging. These items don't fully degrade and increase contamination in compost products, hurting resale value. Many of these items contain environmental and health toxins and cost 5 times as much. Further, these types of packages often end up contaminating recycling systems. Then what can we do? Let's look again at our drinking water example, but this time we've added light-weighted bottles in green, thereby reducing the material in the package, making a huge impact in all categories. Turns out there's a reason reduce is higher on the pyramid. But how do we reduce in cannabis? Our friends at the DEQ did a study on coffee packaging that can lead us in the right direction. They compared the energy consumption, CO2 emissions, and municipal solid waste generated from 3 different types of coffee container. First, a recyclable steel can with a plastic lid, then a plastic can with a plastic lid, and finally, a flexible plastic pouch. The amazing thing about this comparison is the huge reduction in all categories with the flexible pouch. In cannabis, we see examples of these types of packages every day. Recyclable metal containers, recyclable plastic bottles, and flexible Mylar bags. This incredible data shows that flexible pouch packaging has the lowest impact. However, the single-use nature of these bags never sat right with us. At P3, we've come up with a new bag that not only reduces environmental impact, it is also 100% recyclable with our recycling program. These bags made of polyethylene hold your product and keep it fresh in storage and transport. They are made from a thick and recyclable polymer that seals with a zip and has a lower impact compared with compostable, metal, and mylar alternatives. With help from our manufacturer, we've performed a life cycle assessment comparison between traditional mylar and our new polyethylene materials. These graphs show that our polyethylene bags use 8% less fossil fuel, produce 11% less greenhouse gas, and have 21% less water use in their life cycle compared to traditional mylar. Beyond all of these factors, our bags are 100% recyclable and receive a second life after their primary use. Our bags are in stock and available in Portland. They have the same cost as traditional mylar, and we deliver next day from Portland to Eugene. We also ship next day to all of Oregon. Our bags are available in black with a clear front. Other colors coming soon include white with a clear front, all black, and silver with a clear front. Custom printing is available. See our website, p3distributing.com, or contact me, Patrick, at 503-380-7027 for more information. Tell us you watched this video and save 5% on your first order. Thanks to David Alloway and the Oregon DEQ, Oregon Metro, as well as Sierra Packaging and Converting for all the data and materials used in this presentation.